Hi, I was asked for a tutorial on how I got my faux locks installed. I'm not an expert. I know how to wrap great, but one of the key parts of installing the faux locks is, putting a braid or twist into your hair. I don't know. I don't know. I'm not skilled at that, like doing it really, really good, but got the basic gist of it. I'm going to show you how to do one with this one over here. I'm not putting faux locks in my hair. I'm just doing this and as an example, sorry, for the person who asked me about installing faux locks on yourself. Now, some people, when they put these in, they braid it out, but I like to twist it out because after you're ready to take it out, it's a lot easier to come out, and plus no one's seeing your braid anyway, so it's going to be wrapped underneath some hair. So this is Marley hair. I use it because it's really long and I like my locks long, so I use Marley hair. This is just some regular black old Marley hair, and this here is Janet hair. I love Janet hair, I really do. It's softer and it looks silkier as a wrap around the hair. So I usually use the Marley hair as the braiding hair and the Janet hair as the wrap. Hope you get that. It's easier to wrap Marley hair, I think, because sometimes this can, get a little wrapped up. But if you learn how to do it good, then you're good to go. So I'm gonna pretend like I know how to put this in good, and then I'll show you how to wrap it from there. So I'm just gonna install this thing in here. I'm just doing it how I know how to do it. Don't look at my tutorial. Don't use my way of installing a braid to do your braid. I suggest you go look somebody else's video for that part. But okay. Only braid it down a little bit. It doesn't even need to be that much. And now I'm gonna split it in two. Get some of my hair on the other side as well. And so I twist it all the way down. And depending on how fat you want your locks to be, that's how big that's the size of hair that you're going to use to twist. So I'm twisting all the way down, I think I want some Senegalese twists. Okay. And these long locks usually take a lot longer than the short ones, of course. Because first you gotta do the twist, then you gotta do the wrapping. It's like double time. But if you want a nice little hairstyle, nice look, then you go for the long locks. I like them. Just don't do them too fat, because then you start looking like a real Rastafarian. I would know. I'm Jamaican. Jamaicans in the house. Woo-hoo. Okay, sorry. Alright, so I have it twisted out. As you can see, it's not the tightest of a hold, but it's something just to show you how it's done. Then I'm going to take some hair. Whenever I do my locks, I usually like some color in there. Like I'll do mainly black all over, like the actual color of my hair, and then I'll just kind of like lock highlights. I do a few locks. I just kind of like to spread it out a little bit. I do a few locks in a nice color like a blonde or a brown. So you're gonna take I'm just gonna take the end of your hair and just start it at the root. Now this is not like a twist. You're not twisting it. You're wrapping it. So you're going to go, instead of going like so, like a twist, you're going to have to keep the hair flat. So you do it like that. And twist it around. Twist it around. And you keep it flat. See? So you wrap it around so that the twist or braid, whatever's underneath, gets covered. Right? So that's what we're going to do. Start at the root. Let's see, I don't know if I can get some light up in here. Start at the root. And it doesn't matter where you start because you can always wrap back up, but try to start close to where the braid starts. This is like not even trying to. You have to have a good grip on this hair too because it likes to slide and feel thin. Start at the root of the braid and keep it under there. Just wrap. Some people use like a beeswax or some kind of lock gel. And you're gonna wrap it back up so that it's covered at the base, at the root. Now this hair is a little harder to lock with because it doesn't, I don't know, it's not firm. I don't know how to explain that. And so then you start wrapping back, wrap back down. Once you start doing it, you start to get a hand of it. You start to get the hang of it. Yeah, sounded wrong. You start to get the hang of it, and you know, learn how to go faster. Okay, so once you start getting a nice flow going, see? Keep your hair spreaded, and you wrap it, wrap it. Wrap it, wrap it. I'm using this brown color so you can see it better, because black would probably been too dark. You can't tell what I'm doing. You start to see that lock forming. Just wrap it around the hair. Keep the hair flat. And just, you know, wrap it all the way down in a neat fashion. If you want silky, neat looking wraps or locks, you know, use your Janet hair. But if you want to look like, you know, like, say if you're trying to grow your roots into locks, because sometimes that's what people do with these locks. They get these so that when their roots grow out, they just lock them into it and they have permanent locks, and then they just cut off the ends when their hair is long enough. But if you want to, you know, get some ragged looking locks like your real dreadhead, then I would go for the Marley hair. I have used both. It doesn't, I don't really care. If the store has more of one, then I'm just gonna pick up which one has the most or whatever. But, you know, if you're going for a silky, pretty looking lock, then I say go for the Janet hair. Now, with that piece, you're not gonna finish it all the way down. You're gonna have like this much left. This is how I do it, at least. And you grab another piece of hair. This is why you have to have a lot of wrapping hair, because you think this is gonna wrap the whole thing, but it's not. It only wraps it like a third of the way. So you're gonna keep this part attached with your twist now. Usually some locking locking jam or gel. How's with that? So, okay, sorry, I didn't tell you how to do that right. Take this and you're gonna hang it down a little bit. Just hang it down a little bit. And then you take the rest of that and you start wrapping from a little bit above where you stopped. A little bit above where you stopped. And you continue wrapping. Now there are other methods to this. This is how I did mine, and they stayed, you know, with the right use of some beeswax or some lock gel. Should have some lock gel here. This is what I use. Organics olive oil twist and lock gel. Your hand feels nasty and looks nasty, but it works for me. These are very time consuming. I mean, take 2-3 days to do this, because, or get somebody to help you. I usually have my friend helping me, and we just watch movies and wrap. She does the braid or twist underneath, and I do the wrapping. Or you can even go to professional hair salon, but then, I mean, that's going to cost you probably over $200 or more, because this is time consuming and people charge a lot for this. So, I mean, if you have the time, just take the time and do it yourself, because it's easy, and the only thing you're going to be spending on is the hair. I have a mannequin, so I usually practice on her head. So I practiced on her before I did my own hair. And I practiced on my hair, and I watched a couple YouTube videos. So I'm telling you, you know, if you have a creative mind nowadays, you don't even have to go to the hair salon anymore. You just watch a couple YouTube videos, read a few tutorials, and, you know, just practice on yourself. Instead of paying people to do it when you can do it yourself. Just add another piece. So it's just done. This piece is a bit smaller. I didn't want to open another thing. Like I said, hang it down. Well, don't hang down too much. You don't want to be wrapping for days. And then you just start wrapping a little bit above where you started. And wrap back down and wrap over what you just added. And over that left over twist. I love these locks. It's just really, oh my gosh, they take so long to put in, and I guess a lot of people have easier time taking them out, but I don't. It takes me a while to take them out. Okay, now when it comes to the end of this thing, I just keep wrapping until there's no more wrap hair, because you don't necessarily have to wrap till the end of the twist. You know, just as long how long you want it to be. Now, what I do is, like, I'll have this little piece left at the end. This is not what I'm wrapping with. This is what's underneath. I start wrapping back up the hair. When I have a little piece like that left, I start wrapping back up the hair. It can be a little bit more difficult, but like I said, practice makes perfect, and you get the hang of it. You don't have to use a twist and lock gel, that's why I didn't do it with this, but you know, I guess it kind of helps if you want to be secure. I'll just keep wrapping back up until I get to the end of this thing, and it should have like a little string left, and it shouldn't be hard to finish wrapping it. Now, this is all I have left. The first time I did the locks, I discovered that because first my friend told me when she was done with it, she braided the hair in different sections and then she dipped them in water, which really helped the locks to loosen up, because when you first do it, it's really heavy and like you will cry. I'm telling you, it's annoying to walk around with on your head because it's really stiff. It's like sticks on your head. So you loosen it up with water. And so before, she told me that after I did that, then I would cut these pieces off. And so I braided it up and dipped it in water, and after it dried, it was late at night and I got tired. I was like, oh, I'm gonna cut the piece in the morning. So in the morning I took the braids out and I realized that I liked the ends on there because, I don't know, it wasn't straggly like this because I had braided them up. So when I took them out, they were just nice and smooth and curly. It was like crinkly dreads. And so I like to keep the ends on. So if you want to do that, you know, just braid your hair up and keep the ends on. My first full lock video, when I had the pink hat and the cheetah looking white and black dress on, I had the ends on it. And the second full locks, I didn't. I had it like on a few of them because the person I went to salon to do it, and I told her I want the ends on and she forgot and she cut them off. But anyway, I'm gonna cut it off for you so you can see how it looks cut off. So you just cut it where that little bulb ended. See, it's like right here. I don't know if you can see it properly. It's right here. So I'm gonna cut that and just don't cut it too blunt, you know. It's gonna kind of look like this. So I don't want it to be like a jagged end like that. That's why I don't cut the hair off, because I mean you can't really tell, but if it's big enough, I don't like it. So this is how the lock is. Nice and smooth and shiny and silky. And if you have them really small, they're really pretty. Like me doing this right now, I really feel like I want some more locks. But I don't know if I want to go there. I don't know. I don't think so. Maybe before I go back to school. Yeah, I'm going to go back to school. Alright, so now taking them out. All you got to do, you know where your hair ends. My hair is like right here or so. Just clip the end. You have this left, this little straggly piece. Just clip the end and it should pretty much unravel. Yeah, this is a really annoying part for me because I hate having to take hair out. This is why I don't get braids underneath it. This is why I don't get braids at all. I always get twists because I don't have the time to be trying to get braids out of my hair. Twists, I can just start the root, pull them, and they're out. But yeah, that's basically how it is. You just keep going around, unraveling it. You're just undoing what you did. And at some point you can just pull off pieces. And start sliding it down. Sometimes I can get a little knotty. See, this is why I don't, you know, this is what irritates me. So I don't get involved with these lock things anymore. But yeah, that's it. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask. And sorry it took this long to put them up, but this is it. And this is the twist lock gel again. Bye.